Hello everyone. Happy, what is it, Thursday? Oof. We're almost there. We've almost made it to Friday. I am going to start a new weekend, some sort of vlog. And, well, first of all, welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you here. My name is Lizzie. I never introduced myself, so maybe I should. I don't want people to think that they have to call me by like my channel name. But anyway, obviously, it's been a little while since I've vlogged. And, you know, we've been doing things for ourselves, folks. I have been back in therapy, which has been going great. Really addressing a lot of things in my life that needs to be addressed. I really do think that therapy, if you find the right therapist, it's really beneficial. So anyway, I realized in therapy, as silly as it sounds, for the past 3 years since I've been working remotely, I have had zero morning routine. And that has kind of had a negative effect on my life. So these past like 2 weeks and really this week, I've been focusing on getting up at a decent time, which is like 7:30, somewhere in there, and making time to like meditate, because I find that very helpful. And the Peloton app actually has that. So I've been doing that, taking care of the cats, then taking Odin for a morning walk, getting on my bike for 20 or 30 minutes, and then actually getting ready. So I haven't done that in a long time. I never really had a morning routine. Like, let's get real. Like, I would get ready when I had to go into an office, but I never like woke up in time to like do anything else other than get ready. So it has been very nice. I mean, I still think I'm at an advantage to working from home because I really don't have a strict schedule, like time-wise, where I don't have to be on my laptop right on the dot. So that's still helpful, I think. But so far that has been great. And I've been going to bed earlier. I was staying up to like 2 or 3 a.m., which is not good. So now I'm like at night, I have a very like strict schedule of when I like start winding down, and I try to be in bed by midnight, which is way better than what it was, and actually like putting my phone down and going to sleep before 12:30. So we've just got to slip like reading back in there, and quite frankly, I have been stuck in a slump of reading for a couple of weeks now, like maybe a month. I'm determined to finish Kingdom of the Wicked tonight. I'm doing a reread of it, and I might change I think I gave it 5 stars, but I think I might go down to like 4, just because it has taken me a really long time to reread it. So I think I might kind of change my opinion. I mean, it's still good, but I don't think it's 5 stars. So I think I'm gonna make that a 4. And I only have like less than 100 pages left, so I really like want to finish it so I can actually start Kingdom of the Cursed. I would like to have a vlog. So I have like 2 different vlog ideas. One is going to be like a focused romance reading vlog, and then the other one I want to do like more new releases. So that would be Kingdom of the Cursed and Once Upon a Broken Heart, and like a couple other, like if I can. I would just really like to focus on some newer releases. So that's what I'm thinking. Tonight though, I'm excited. I'm finally getting to see the Eternals. So as we all know, I'm a big Marvel stan, but I'm excited. Please notice this lovely piece of contraption behind me is a rake. I didn't consider, when I bought this house, the trees. I don't think anyone ever considers that, but you should, because I apparently am surrounded by like millions of year-old trees. They're not millions, I'm just being dramatic. But they dump leaves like it is their job, which it is. And so every weekend right now, I am stuck raking for hours, which I have been listening to Kingdom of Ash, so that helps. But holy Lord, it is exhausting raking. I'm over it. I'm ready for them to be done. Drop your leaves, man. We're done. You're done. Go home. So hopefully I can put this rake up soon. But I see no end in sight. So I am going to continue work, do a little bit more, and then I'll update you in a little bit. You better spit it out. Better spit it out. I feel like a farmer. This is like the 4th or 5th time that I've raked the same amount of leaves this year. Maybe we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but probably not. Typical. Well, I had to come inside because I was listening. As you all know, I am reading or listening to Kingdom of Ash, which is the last book in the Throne of Glass series. And I reached chapters 89 and 90. And if you're aware, if you've read it, you know that those are some hard chapters. I hope my neighbors were not outside because they could hear me sobbing in my backyard. So, because I was listening with headphones, either they think I've been through some breakup or that I'm crazy. But really, I was just listening to a book. I had to stop for now because I really just need, as Joey would say, the book had to go in the freezer for a little bit. Even though I've already read this before, those chapters are heartbreaking. Literally, some of the saddest things that I think Sarah's ever written. Ever. So, anywho, I am just watching a quick episode of Chicago Fire, and then I need to go take care of some cats, and then I think I'm going to play Pokemon Diamond and listen to Kingdom of Ash at the same time. I feel like I realized last night, so I started Pokemon Diamond Brilliance, which is like the new release for Switch. They remastered it, and it's on Switch now. I realized that there's not a lot of, there's no real talking in this game. Obviously, I mean, Pokemon games never really have much talking. At least, nothing, I have to read it all. So I could easily just listen to something whilst I play. And, because I only have, 6 hours left, and knock it out pretty quickly by just listening while I play. Because I started it last night. So, anyway. If you know, you know. And I am just torn apart. Also, I'm wearing my, Bat Boys. I got this, from a small shop. And it's a, Inner Circle, kind of the Bat Boys sweatshirt. And I love it. Also, I'm freezing. It is so cold outside right now. It's 46 degrees. And I was raking. My entire life is just raking. When you buy a house, people, really look at the trees. Because I did not. And I regret that. Okay, bye. Hello, happy Sunday. You find me in a similar position as you did yesterday. I cleaned all morning. Yay. And finished Kingdom of Ash. It's so hard to move on from a series like that spans 8 books. You become so attached to these characters, and at the end of it, they mean literally so much to you. Aelin means so freaking much to me that it's just hard, it's hard to move on. I'm not ready to tell this world goodbye. I could read a million more stories. I would love, I will say, in Kingdom of Ash, when you read Tower of Dawn, you get so much Nezran and Sartak. You become attached to them, and they're not really all that prevalent in Kingdom of Ash. It focuses a lot more on other people, which is great. But I do love their story, and I would love, a series following them, or a spinoff or a novella or anything, because I just really enjoyed their storyline. And I guess I don't really feel like it ever really wrapped up. I mean, it did, but it didn't. So anyway, now I'm just going to lay here and with my blanket that just came out of the dryer. Best feeling ever. And finally freaking finish Kingdom of the Wicked, because if not, I'm going to throw this book across the room. I'm so close, and I keep falling asleep every time I pick it up. So, not for, like, the fault of the book, but I do literally keep, like, passing out. One thing that kind of bugs me about this story is, so Amelia is very close to her family, and she works in their restaurant. She lives at home with her parents and her grandmother, and she's just very family oriented. And then there's a portion in this book where she, like, basically is missing for like 2 weeks, but she's staying with Wrath. And it's like, do your parents and grandparents not question, like, where the heck you are when you just randomly don't show up for your shifts at work or at home? Like, you didn't tell them that you weren't living. I don't know. It's just kind of like a bit of a plot hole in my opinion, because you're under 18, or like she's 17 or 18. I can't remember. Maybe a little bit older. I honestly don't remember. But wouldn't you like wonder if you live at home where you were? Just something I thought of when I was reading it last night. Okay, moving on. Hello, happy Monday, happy week of Thanksgiving here in the US. I just got back from the grocery store because I needed to grab stuff for the week. I have 2 different Thanksgiving celebrations that I'll be attending. One, I'm bringing a corn pudding, a sweet potato casserole, and broccoli salad. And the other one, I'm bringing apple cider and sausage balls. So I needed quite a few groceries, which is where I spent some of my morning. And then, of course, I'm working today. So just in between that, getting all of that put away. So I did finish Kingdom of the Wicked last night. Thank God. I was so ready to be, like, done with that reread, honestly. It picked up at the end, but I did change my rating down to 4 stars. I think I had previously given it 5, but it took me a month maybe to read that book. And it's not bad. When Wrath is in it, it's a lot more entertaining, but there's a lot of that book that he's really not a part of. And I actually figured out that originally it was supposed to be dual POV, and I kind of wish it had been. But that's just a personal preference. I always like to read from both people's perspectives. So I did briefly start Kingdom of the Cursed, which is the sequel, and that's why I wanted to reread the first one, because I did not remember it. So I started that last night, and it's already like immensely more entertaining to me. So, because now, spoiler alert, like Amelia has gone to hell, basically. Like she's, now following like Wrath, like she's made a deal with one of the, different houses there with House Pride. And so now she's like having to go into like the 7 circles. So it should be really interesting. Like, I can't wait to learn more about all the different princes of hell and like how everything's going to work down there. I have some suspicions on like certain things that I think are going to be like, plot points and spoiler. Like, I have predictions on what I think is going to happen, but I'll keep those to myself for now and see if I'm right. So I'm going to unload these groceries, get back to work, and I'll check in with you guys later. I swear I can feel the earth move when you do this. Good morning, everyone. Look, okay, first of all, I'm wearing my Wanda crew neck. It's like one of my favorite quotes. It says, I don't need you to tell me, I don't need you to tell me who I am. Literally my favorite quote. Love it. So This is from Shop Sage and Sprout. Definitely one of my favorite because it's embroidered. Like the detail on this, amazing. If you're a Marvel fan, definitely check out her shop. And then I'm wearing my poppy necklace. So it is Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving. Another day down. I did a little bit of reading last night, not a whole lot. I'm sucked into the Chicago shows, Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. I finished Med and PD and I'm on Fire. It's like I live there. I feel like I live in Chicago. But anyway, that kind of is like sucking the life out. Like I just want to watch it. So I did read a little bit of Kingdom of the Curse. And again, it's getting really good because it's finally new adult and there's some like spiciness to it. It's getting real good. So I do have to work tonight. So I don't know how much like reading I'll get done because I have to work most of the day. So anyway, just thought I would check in with you guys and I will talk to you later. Hello, Milo's in the background on the island and his new spot in a pet bed on my island because you can't see his head, but Odin's staring at him. Such is life. I got a package. Figured I would open this up for you guys on, well, I've already opened it, so sorry. But it is the Fairy Loot editions of the Dark Artifices. Am I a little kind of disappointed because this was a very expensive set. I mean, all of these sets from Fairy Loot or Illumicrate or whoever they're from are usually very expensive. I guess I just didn't pay attention to the listing as much. And they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I thought, and it's been the norm, that there is art on the inside cover or like on the jacket. So like make it reversible. And there's not. I'm a little sad about it. But anyway, that's just me personally. I was just a little sad because I thought that they're... Get down. Get down. Thank you. I thought that there was going to be art and there was not. So it was a very like, I was sad. So anyway, okay. Here is the first one. This is Lady Midnight. And here is that. We have really pretty blue sprayed edges with a rune on there. Now I will say the art that is, so see there's nothing there. There is really pretty foiling on the editions there. And I will say the end papers have great art. And it was one of my favorite artists. I'll put her name below. She's literally one of my favorites. So I expected or thought, and it doesn't say, I checked the listing. There was definitely no art on the inside cover. But wouldn't that have been great to like turn them out and show that off? That art, oh, so good. So that's Lady Midnight. And then we have Lord of Shadows, which is more of a purple scheme. And it's got that. And here is the foiling on that. Zuko. And then here you can see that's really pretty too. So love that one. I'm telling you, that artist is, oh, she's one of my faves. And I think her name's Coco. No, that's Merwell. I'll have to look up what her actual name is because I feel like I know her Instagram handle, but I never know what her name is. And then the final one is Queen of Air and Darkness, and it's in a pink with that rune on the edges. And oh, here's that foiling. And the inside. I mean, am I glad I got them? Yes. Will they look gorgeous on my shelf? Totally. Did I wish that there was still art under the cover? Yes. Because I would have like turned these covers inside out, honestly. Because I mean, I already have the other ones, so I didn't really need the same covers of the same books. But that's just me. Anyway, okay, well, that's what I got. I thought it was my Fairy Loot box for the month, but I was wrong. I think that also shipped, but I kind of had forgotten that these had even shipped. So here we are. Okay, talk to you guys later. Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I just got home. I'm so full. I just got back from my mom's husband's family's Thanksgiving. They're very sweet to include me. So I am going to relax now. I, over 2 days, have probably eaten a lot, and Thanksgiving is just, whew, it's a rough holiday. AKA, like, you just eat a lot. So I think what I'd like to do is take a break. Maybe watch some more. Okay, I can't stop watching Chicago shows. I am on Chicago Fire now at this point. So I'm finally almost done with the trifecta. I really said in the beginning I was never going to watch all 3 of them. I remember years ago thinking that was so stupid. It's not stupid. They're really good. So I finally picked up Chicago Fire. It was the last of the 3 that I watched. There's Med and then PD. So I am just in a black hole of watching that show. But I also really want to read Kingdom of the Cursed, so I may do that as well. That's kind of like my plan for now. So, yes. Odie? Can you tell everybody Happy Thanksgiving? Hey, can you say Happy Thanksgiving? Yeah? That's the best you'll get. Okay, bye! Hello. Happy Black Friday. I have shopped too much online today. There's some good stuff coming this way. Some really good stuff. I can't wait to show you guys, but it'll take a while because all of this was basically from small shops. Like, I didn't do any really Black Friday shopping from like a big box store or anything. It's all like bookish related things, and it'll all be here in a hot minute. But I did get 2 packages today, and one I didn't expect at all. I thought that my international package was from Illumicrate. No, this was something that I have been waiting, that I ordered pretty recently, and I'm so excited. It's very niche. It is bookish, but it's very niche, and not everyone is into like these style of books, but I am. And I am so excited to have these in my collection. Like, I'm gonna rearrange my shelves just for these books, if that tells you anything. So anyway, but first we'll do Fairy Loot. So I think this is November's Fairy Loot. And I know that they sent out an email and said that there was an item missing. Also, I'm using Goldrin from Throne of Glass as my opener. So I think this came either in some bookish subscription box. Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, I don't know. I can't keep it straight, one or the other. This should be the November box. Oh, that has some crud on it. Okay, this is a Jade Fire Gold Travel Cup. I have not read that book. I really don't like, personally, travel mugs or mugs. I like ceramic mugs in boxes, but I don't really like travel mugs because I never use them. I don't drink hot drinks. I don't like coffee. I don't really like hot tea unless I'm sick. So I just don't get a whole lot of use out of these. So it's just a personal preference. I think they're a really nice item, and Fairy Loot always does a good job, but I just don't really care for them. But this is it. It says, "The heart is not a weakness." And it has this little like rubber thing to keep your hands from burning off. I mean, it's a nice cup, but again, I really won't get use out of it, personally. Oh, that's cute. I wish I had like journaled more, but this is washi tape. And it says Rage of Dragons. I'll have to see if that's like a book. Ooh. This is really pretty. That might say like maybe Sinister. I'm not sure. It's really pretty. Here's like a dragon. That's nice. I wish I did more like, I tried to get into bullet journaling, but I can't keep up with it. It's just not my thing. I'm not patient enough. Okay. think that I would ever skip a Fairy Loot box just because literally every single book every month is so good, like worth the price of the box to me. But this so far has not been one of my favorite boxes. This is a washcloth for V. Schwab, and it's a Vicious. And it's pretty, but I don't like this. It's almost like kind of microfiber, and my hands are so dry right now that it's a texture thing. I can't hardly pick it up because my hands are sticking to it, and texture-wise, I can't stand it. Nothing against the washcloth. It's just like a texture thing for me. But, I mean, it's really pretty. Ooh, okay. Wow, that's, oh, okay. I take back what I said. This is worth it. So, this is a notebook, and it's from Blood and Ash. Has like some crimson edges. Ooh, it's a reading journal. Now, okay. All right. I might actually use this because I might make this my 2022 goal to use this because it is like actual book reviews. So, okay, that's great. Solid item, Fairy Loot. Thanks so much. That's a win for me. Okay, let's see. The washi tape is The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. Hold on. So sorry. The mailman came. He loves to bark at them. Okay, so it looks like we are missing a pen, and it is a Poppy War pen, so that's not in there. But the tarot cards are A Song of Wraith and Bruin, which I have not read yet. And then we have the author letter, and a really pretty, like that's a stunning character art on that. So let's take a look at the book, shall we? Ooh! That's a pretty cover. It's Jade Fire Gold, so I guess this cup now makes sense as to why I really wasn't familiar with it. This cover, I love the pink and the green. All right, this makes me want to read this. Ooh, look at these edges. And then on the bottom, they're like this like pink crimson-y tone. Oh. Does this not give you guys Airbender vibes? Like, this looks like Katara and this looks like Zuko. Tell me I'm not wrong. This looks incredible. Look at that. Okay, actually I really want to read this. Oh, that looks really good. I have a lot of really good looking books that have come out of subscription boxes this year, and I've really just not been reading nearly as much as I did last year. For whatever reason, I've been in a slump lately. Must you walk around? But man, this cover and the dagger is like slightly like raised, kind of like it's definitely like prominent. It's a different, it's like a different material almost than the cover itself. Really pretty. Okay, good job. Some of these items weren't my favorite, but I will tell you that journal and this book, that's why I never skip Fairy Loot. Like, what's the point? I'll just pay it every month. Even if I just don't care about the, like, whatever the theme is, I'm still gonna pay it. Because they're always good. Like, the books are well worth the price to have it in your collection. And I think they're starting an adult subscription next year. And you best believe I'll be doing that too. Okay, so what I have been so excited about when I tell you that this was a splurge, it was a splurge. But I have already read these books twice in this calendar year. This is a reverse harem series. So if anybody's not familiar with it, that basically means the girl has multiple love interests and she does not have to choose. And I love this series. And it's it's free on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, go check it out. It's the Madison Tate series. It's by Tate James. But you can only buy the paperbacks and you can only buy this stuff on Amazon. And I have seen somebody, plus Tate herself on Instagram, have the hardcovers, and I wanted them so bad. Well, she sold them directly from her website, and she lives in Australia. So you can imagine that was interesting. So they're hardcovers, they're signed, and it's including the new novella that just got released that I have not read yet, and I can't wait to read. So I can't wait to open this and add these to my shelf. And like I said, I'm about to like rearrange the entirety of my shelf to have a better, like to move my romance shelf up a little bit, just for this. Ooh. Also, she got this out really fast. I mean, I just ordered these maybe last week. So she clearly like had them out of there pretty quick, considering they shipped all the way from Australia. And she included bookmarks. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay. So these are just basically art of the cover. The first one is called Hate. The second one is called Liar. The third one is called Fake. The Liar was the first one. And then the last one is called Kate. And then the novella is called The Vault, maybe? Can't remember. Let's get these out. Okay, these are so worth it. Oh my God. Oh my good God. This makes me want to read this freaking series again. Like right now. And they feel so good. They are a different, like honestly, like they're such a different, I've never felt a cover like this before, but it won't show fingerprints. I don't even know what material to call this. But here's the first one. It has like the foiling on the name. And there's that. And there's the synopsis. And I don't know how to describe that. Let's see. Here's her signature. Oh, I'm so excited. If you have not read these, I really recommend them. If you like romance, raunchy romance, and you've never tried a reverse harem, this is like a great way. Honestly, I feel like this is a gateway reverse harem. I would really recommend that. The second one is Liar. Look at Cody on the front. Third one is Fake, and we have Archer. And then the last one is Kate with Steel on the front of that one. And then the newest one, which I have not read, is called Vault. And it is supposed to be read in between this series and her second reverse harem series, which is the Hades series. And hopefully like maybe next year at some point she'll have another shop sale and I can get Hades, because I would like to have both sets, like both series, but it's one of those things that you'll have to wait some time. There's 4 books in that one, and it is finished as well. And she's starting her third one. The third one starts in next month, in December, like in a couple days. So I'm excited. So, epic mail day, guys. Oh, you have no idea how much I have wanted these in hardback. I guess I should stop just like stroking these books and move on with my life and do something. Also, do you like the Christmas background? Christmas. It's here. Okay, so I'm sitting here doing some cleaning in the book room, And I just had a moment of like total freak out because I was changing out these dust jackets. I had never gotten around to it for Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows. And I just like, I don't know, I haven't looked at these editions in a long time, or maybe not. I got these when I first started kind of collecting. And this one is obviously Crooked Kingdom, and I don't even remember that when I bought it, it was signed not to me, to somebody else. I think I got it on Abe Books, but I didn't realize that, where is that it's a first edition. I don't know, I had a freak out. And then on top of that, I never realized that my Six of Crows edition, that's like the black edition, was also signed with this really cool book plate in it. And it is also a first edition. Like, I just freaked out. I had no idea. I totally, like, forgot. Also, I put the, I got this as a pre-order incentive for What's Not a Broken Heart. I showed it maybe previously. I don't really remember. But isn't it so pretty? This is Salty's art. She did, like, a, this was free if you pre-ordered. And you were able to get in your receipt in time. I think they had a limited number. But I decided to put that on there because it's so pretty. Yay. Hello? Tree. Okay, so I've spent most of the day in here getting things organized, which I will show you guys what I've been doing on. Milo, stop trying to eat the tree. For some reason, they're really into this tree. I don't know why. They don't really mess with my other ones, but this one they seem to like want to eat. Strange. They have been around trees for 6 years. Anyway, I will show you some updates that I have done in here as soon as we're done decorating. I'm going to preface this. All of the ornaments on this tree are Harry Potter related. I know that not everyone is a Harry Potter fan at this point with J.K. Rowling. I've collected these ornaments for many, many years. So I will put like a timestamp if you just want to skip ahead and are not interested in seeing the tree decoration. Totally understand. So I'll plop that in here. But let's get started. Milo. This is why he has gastro issues. Also, real quick, do you like my wing leader? Got it from, I think it's House of Jupiter. And my amulet of Orinth. I think this was an Illumicrate item in their box 2 years ago, maybe. I love it. It just makes me feel like Aelin with a mixture of Manon. So let's get going. So this is probably my oldest, one of my oldest Hallmark ornaments. I got this one, what year was this? Should tell us, 2001. So definitely one of my, like, you can see, definitely one of my oldest. I can't find my hooks. These are also from 2001. They're just like really old balls. Zuko, you're going to mess things up. And then the other oldest thing that I have think it's probably all, no, this is from 2000. So these are like, I guess they're chrome. And I've had these forever. Like this is Hermione. And it's so heavy. Here's a TikTok sensation.
Harry, you take me empty Bishop Square. Hermione, you'll be the Queenside Castle. As for me, I'll be a knight.
No! Ron, no! This one's also really cool. So it's Dumbledore's office.
Dumbledore will be waiting for you. Sherbet lemon.
I still have a few more left, but I can't find my ornament hooks, so they'll have to wait. That's how she looks. Okay, so the couple updates I have is I finally got a quart of Frost and Starlight to go on this shelf so I could finish out all of these covers. I think it looks amazing. I'm obsessed with this set. Definitely one of my favorite ones. Did I maybe order another set of dust jackets for ACOTAR over Black Friday? Highly possible. Did I also order a set for Throne of Glass? Also possible. But, you know, I'm not saying anything. But I really do like that cover a lot. It's stunning. I love that they're all wearing like a different like it's the same dress but in different versions. I switched out my romance shelf and made it go up there. It was all the way on the bottom, but I really wanted to be able to show off my Madison Kate books. So I think they look great there. I'm excited about that. Did I do anything else? Not really. I did put on the dust jackets for Darker Shade of Magic. They were like the Rosy Thorns version. They're really cool looking. So those were from Illumicrate. But yeah, pretty much it. So I did basically finish this wall off pretty much. I have a couple spots that could be switched out, but I wanted it to look more complete. So I'm really happy. I really honestly wish I'd painted this entire room black. And eventually I may break down and do that because I just love how much these prints pop on this black wall. So I'm really happy with how all of this turned out. So yeah, there's just a very specific size that has to go up there. So I can't really put anything till I have that right size. And then I did add a couple of things and take some things away from this side. So still have a couple holes, but I'm really happy with how this room continues to come together. Okay, let's catch up for a few minutes. I am probably halfway in Kingdom of the Cursed. It's really good. Now, I have some predictions. Okay, maybe I'll tell you so that way if I know I'm right. Okay, so spoiler alert for Kingdom of the Cursed, which is the second book in the Kingdom of the Wicked series. So I think that Wrath is the devil. I think that it's not Pride. I think it's Wrath. All the signs point to it being Wrath. If it's not Wrath, like, then I'm really stupid. But I'm pretty sure it's Wrath. Pretty positive based on all of the weird little coincidences and signs that I've seen throughout this. Pretty positive that that's the case. So it's really good. It's definitely more spicy than the first one. So that's great. Enjoying that. Let's see. So there's a lot of like riddles to it because at this point in this series, like Amelia has gone to the underworld, I guess, or this like sin corridor, or the seven circles, basically. She is currently living with Wrath, and she's still on her quest to like figure out who was the one that like murdered her sister, her twin. So, but she's hitting a lot of like hiccups. She sometimes like gets on my nerves just a bit. Like, I just need her to, like, suck it up. I don't know. Sometimes she just, like, continues to get angry. And I'm like, okay, like, you're just going to be angry this entire book then. Like, get it together. So, that's just a personal thing, though. I still really enjoy them. Their banter is great. And I think that this book is so much better because Wrath is, like, there the entire time. So, obviously, it's, like, 10 times better. Also, I finished... I think it was Sweet Retribution, I think. I'll put it over here. By Callie Rose. It's the second book in the Ruthless Games Reverse Harem series on Kindle Unlimited. I gave it like 3.5 stars. It took me a really long... I've been in a slump and it took me a while to like finish it. And it's an easy read. It's only like 250 pages and I kind of busted through 75% of it in like 2 hours last night. Because I am way behind on my Goodreads goal of 100 books for the year. I'm only on like 78, I think. So I have like 20 something books I need to read in the month of December. So we'll see if I can bust through that. I'm going to try really hard to actually get there. But it is kind of like mafia themed reverse harem. It's not as good as some of the other ones. And I think that's because it's just not that long. Like, there's not a whole lot of character development, but Ayla is an amputee. Like, she is missing part of her arm, which I find like super interesting in terms of reading from that kind of perspective. And the author does a really good job in writing that, and not using it as like a crutch or a disability, but showing like real life instances where that might be complicated. So I have really enjoyed that portion of it. Basically, Ayla loses... She jumps in front of a gun for a stranger and gets shot 3 times outside of a club. Turns out to be the guy that she's with like a couple of years later, because he like stalks her for 2 years and here we are. So he ends up like, because she jumped in front of the bullets for him and like took these 3 shots for him, he becomes basically obsessed with her, and he and his 2 friends essentially just watch her from afar and like make sure she's okay for like 2 years. But she still has it rough. She's been in the foster system. She's aged out of that obviously and is like working, but still struggles sometimes. So they end up saving her life one night and kind of like coming out of the shadows, I guess. And essentially that like just opens the door for this whole relationship to start building, and you know, things progress from there. So I enjoyed, I mean, it's good. It's not bad, but it's not, to me, as good as like Hades or Madison Kate, if that's the kind of books that you enjoy reading. So anyway, I'm on the 3rd book now. Might be Sweet Upset. I don't know what it's called. But I'm reading the 3rd one. So I'll put it up here. And yeah, still listening to Empire of the Vampire. It's just, I have to really pay attention because it's fantasy. I can't do other things. It's really hard for me to like play my Pokemon game or like I really have to concentrate to get what's going on because it's such a giant world. So it's good. I just can't do anything else. So that makes it hard to carve out time to listen to it when I have to kind of like be in the moment. So anyway, I'm going to now take this lip off so I can eat dinner properly and not get a red lip everywhere. And let Milo back out because he's screaming again. Oh, that was great timing if you picked that up. All right, bye. So it is like there is a giant neon sign pointing that wrath is the devil. Like, there is like a bajillion neon signs. If I'm wrong, then wow. But there are so many signs. And it's kind of driving me nuts. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog. I made it to page 200 of Kingdom of the Cursed. I am hopefully going to get a little bit further tonight, but I do want to work on editing this vlog. I also finished Kingdom of Ash and audio, and I finished Sweet Retribution. So, I mean, it was productive, more productive than I've been lately in terms of reading, so we'll call that a win. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in my next one.